start over. Life is made of pieces that have been welded together. This is a quote by Charles Dickinson. There are many different types of welding, and each different type has its own requirements that allow you to be able to complete a welding job or practice. Today I will be talking about the different welding processes, and in this speech today I will be discussing these welding processes and the requirements that go along with them. I am going to start off with one of the most common types of welding, which is MIG welding. MIG welding stands for metal inert gas welding, and this is shown by the New England Institute of Technology's website, where they specifically list each type of welding and what they actually stand for. The requirements for this type of welding is a solid electrode with a gas flux that allows it to complete its process properly. And in the Lincoln Tech blog, it states that a shielding gas is used as well as the wire electrode to fully complete the process, where the gas is used as a sort of flux to shield the weld from contaminants from the outside air. The next welding process we will be discussing will be TIG welding. TIG welding is a very versatile process. It allows for welding on many different types of materials, anywhere from steel to aluminum. And it is used by many different industries, such as automotive or equipment manufacturing or electronics manufacturing. This process produces very neat and clean welding, which is required by a lot of different industries for different sets of instruments. And this process requires a inert gas, tungsten electrode, and a fillet metal. Next, we will open up into stick welding. The most popular type of welding is stick welding, simply due to the ease of use, where it only requires the electrode with the flux on it. And that is shown through Inspectioneering's website, where they show you the different types of stick welding. Stick welding is also known as shielded metal arc welding, and it is a process that requires mainly just the electrode. It also requires a machine that produces DC current. This process also produces a slag which protects the weld after the welding is already done, to protect from contaminants getting into the weld. This process is extremely reliable due to its resistance to inclement weather and other such inconsistencies. The next process we will be talking about is flux core welding. In GSM Industries article, they discuss that flux core arc welding is a process very similar to MIG, with the only exception that it does not use a inert gas. It uses the flux that is contained within inside the tubular electrode, therefore flux core welding. which this process is more prone to weaker welds due to the porosity that can be involved due to wind or due to the improper flux that is produced from the wire. And this process is known to produce more dangerous smoke than a lot of other welds, as is shown by CCOHS, which is a well-known, renowned company of Canada. We will now move on to the gas welding process. The gas welding process is one of the lesser used types of welding, and it uses a flame as well as a filler metal to join the pieces of metal together, and the flame can reach temperatures exceeding any other type of welding process. And this process is more readily available due to the fact that it does not require a machine. So, in conclusion, today I have discussed the different types of welding and their different requirements that allow you to use them. Welding in its very base form is joining two metals through heat or pressure, and this is stated by Goldes in one of his articles. And I would just like to thank y'all for listening.